Sexually charged sarge souffle? I mean, honestly, what does that even mean? Is the egg white whispering sweet nothings to the yolk?
Whoa, hold your horses. You can't just drop sexually charged souffle on the listeners without context. It sounds like something you'd find in one of those weird experimental cookbooks you pretend to read. This, my friends, is from If Tomorrow Never Comes by Allison Ashley, and let me tell you, it's less cookbook, more emotional car crash.
An emotional car crash. You insisted we cover, conveniently forgetting our agreement after the Moby Dick incident where you claimed Ishmael should have just gotten a jet ski.
Hey, that whale was asking for it. And this book is important. It asks the big questions. Like, can you ethically bang the boyfriend of the woman whose bone marrow is literally keeping you alive? Deep stuff. Forget whales. This is human drama.
Deep stuff. It's a premise built on a coincidence so staggering it makes sogamis look like documentaries. Girl meets boy for one magical night before potential death from cancer. Girl gets life-saving transplantee later. Girl meets donor. Donor's boyfriend is, surprise, magic night guy. It's medically complicated emotional incest, practically.
See, you get it. It's messed up. That's why it's great. Let's talk Elliot, our plucky cancer survivor. Twice over, you gotta feel for her, right? Life gives her lemons, then leukemia, then more lemons.
Oh, I feel something. Primarily irritation. Some reviewers paint her as this sympathetic figure, but others. Terse. Cold. Mucking. Belittling. One even said she yelled at Jamie, the boyfriend in question, after he broke up with the life-saving girlfriend, Carly. Is she a romantic heroine fighting fate? Or just exhibiting classic narcissistic tendencies? Because the universe gave her a get-out-of-jail-free card.
Narcissistic. She just survived cancer. Twice. Maybe she's just grabbing life by the well? You know? She sees her soulmate, the guy she had that one perfect, possibly final night with, and he's dating the woman whose cells are partying inside her. What's she supposed to do? Send a thank you card and back off? No way. It's fate. Like finding the last slice of pizza you thought your roommate ate.
Comparing potential lifelong happiness built on the emotional wreckage of your literal savior to pizza. Sometimes I worry about your priorities. And Jamie, the cinnamon roll boyfriend. Gag, he's supposedly terrified of becoming his cheating dad. Yet he's emotionally cheating on Carly with Elliot thumbing on Ike they reconnect. One reviewer said he needed to take it down a notch and keep it classy. I concur. He overshares like a nervous intern at an office party.
He's sensitive. He's processing. And Carly, the donor, the girlfriend. The saint? Or is she? One reviewer found her reaction to the whole mess very out of character. Maybe she's not so perfect. Maybe she kicks puppies when no one's looking. We don't know.
Or perhaps it's simply inconsistent character writing. Not everything is a conspiracy. Though I did find the fixation some readers have on a minor artist character Elliot meets briefly quite telling. What was the point, they ask. Perhaps the point is that not everything needs a point, unlike your insistence on discussing that dreadful Twilight knockoff last month.
Hey, Moonlight Sparkle Vampires had layers. Unlike this book, apparently. Is it any good? Because the reviews are all over the place like seagulls on a dropped chip.
That's the crux, isn't it? Is it good? Some call it oiguvi, that's a direct quote. Complete with emojis I refuse to acknowledge verbally. Others are tearing their hair out over the ethics. And the sex. You'll love this. Is it closed door? Fade to black? Or are there steamy make-outs? Until implied description, one review even claimed open door, and someone complained about F-bombs the horror.
F-bombs. Steamy make-outs. Okay, now I'm interested. Forget the ethics. Is it hot or not? That's what the people need to know. We got listener emails, well, hypothetical listener emails since we can't afford a phone line asking. Brenda from Boys wants to know if the sexually charged souffle scene involves actual food play.
Brenda needs therapy. The point is, the book can't seem to decide what it is. Is it a sweet romance about fate? Or a morally gray drama about questionable choices? 1 minute it's quoting, I think I love you more than book. Pick peak cheese. The next it's navigating the emotional fallout of dating the guy whose girlfriends Mydria are basically your roommates.
Okay, hypothetical time. If Elliot were a sandwich, what kind would she be? I'm thinking a Reuben. It seems like a good idea, looks tempting, but it's messy, ethically questionable depending on your feelings about sauerkraut, and leaves you feeling kinda guilty afterwards.
Surprisingly apt. Disturbingly so. I initially thought the central conflict was contrived, the characters occasionally grating. But the sheer audacity, the premise, the way it forces you to confront uncomfortable questions, perhaps its flaws or its strengths.
Whoa. Flipping the script, you hated it 2 minutes ago. Make up your mind, is it trash or treasure?
It's complicated, which brings us to the rating.
Okay. For the sheer guts of the premise and the fact it made you question your entire worldview for 30 seconds, I give If Tomorrow Never Comes 6 out of 9 lives. Elliot probably used up getting this lucky and unlucky at the same time.
I suppose, for its ability to provoke debate, however infuriating, 4 out of 7 deadly sins, primarily envy, and maybe a touch of lust, depending on which reviewer you believe about those sex scenes.
Solid. All right, folks, that's all the emotional turmoil we have time for today. Join us next week when we tackle My Goldfish Writes Existential Poetry.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
You've been listening to Heart Book Radio. Don't forget the defibrillator.